I'm Sarah Marshall. I'm a junior here at PC. So this year I came in as an RA. I'd really thought about last year like a way to be intentional. Of course, move-in day was huge because I wanted to go to every girl and meet them, meet their parents if their parents were there. And I walked into the last room on the hall and I popped my head and I was like, hey, I'm the RA. My name's Sarah. And this girl whipped her head and she was like, thank God, where have you been?
I'm Lexii McDowell. I'm a freshman at PC. Coming onto campus, I didn't know what to expect, but my RA, Sarah Marshall, she invited me to go outside and play spike ball.
A group of guys were having like spike ball outside and I decided to join.
And thinking about it, I was like, what is that? And then I came outside of GDH and she was there and the first thing I heard was, Lexii! And so she asked if I wanted to play. I said no, didn't want to play.
And we got to talking and she just really poured out her heart to me and like told me about her life and things she had gone through. And it was like really special because she just opened up right away. And we got to talking and she had like gone to a Christian school, had been involved with church, but kind of stopped going, wasn't interested because she was hearing the same thing over and over. And I got to like sharing the gospel with her because I didn't know if she had like heard it as simple really as it is. And I asked her like whether she thought she was like in a relationship with the Lord or whether she was still like holding on to the world and standing with man. And she told me she was in the middle, checking out both sides.
From that point, we just kind of like talked about it and Sarah was really like motivating me and was like, you got this, but you can't do it by yourself. And that went into like me meeting up with a bunch of the CO people and the FCA people.
At the end of our conversation, I was like, hey, because she was talking about how she knew like the basics of God, but like, you know, had heard the same old. So I was like, hey, let's like get in the Word together sometime.
Well, the first time we kind of talked about it, I obviously was like in one ear and out the other for like the first few minutes, I'm not gonna lie. And then I was like, she's about to say something like, and I'm gonna have to pay attention because I don't wanna, you know, struggle with this all the time. I don't wanna be worrying about the world and then trying to go to God. So fast forward, going to FCA on a Wednesday night. The baseball coach was speaking that night. He started speaking about how one of his players was lost and didn't know where he was or what direction to go in. And I was just like, that sounds like me. I was like, I feel lost right now. Like, I'm definitely lost. And then I started freaking out again because your girl was freaking out. And I asked Sarah to meet me like halfway. And I was crying, and I don't cry in front of people at all.
So we were just praying that God would move. And then literally the next day, she texted me in the middle of the service or whatever you want to call it, and was like, Sarah, I'm a wreck. And I was like, what's up? She was like, I can't. She texted me this message. She was like, I can't do it anymore. And I was like, whoa, come on, Jesus, come on. And after FCA, she like came to me. We like met up halfway. She was like crying, and I'd never seen her cry. She was like, I'm a mess. I can't do this anymore. And we just got to talking, and she was like, I'm floating. That's what she just kept saying, I'm floating. And I was like, well, are you like floating with God? She was like, yeah, I'm with him. She was like, I don't know what it is, but like I know him, and like I want to know him, and he's changed my heart.
In that moment, God had me, and I was just taken care of.
And like she was like, I can't believe a God so loving like would ever love someone like me who's so broken.